Another one. Here we are.
Back.
Day number 2.
Back.
2 in 2 days. The grind is real. Obviously, I want to start off saying thank you for the support for the first one. It's unbelievable how much support we actually got. I think we hit 138 views, not in 24 hours, which was sweet. We do appreciate that. We've got likes, we've got subscribers. We do think we do appreciate that a lot. We've got a lot of good feedback as well. Just want to touch on obviously the quality of it at the moment. Today, obviously, I sorted my webcam out. It's actually in focus. Dan sorted his mic out as well.
Rather than me actually using a plugged-in microphone, I'm going with it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. I sounded so muffled on the recording.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I don't understand it. How does an actual mic sound worse than actual AirPods? But oh well.
I don't know. We'll see.
We're just gods, mate. But yeah, once again, do obviously appreciate the support. Make sure you do hit the subscribe button if you are new. Like all of that good stuff. Put a comment down below. Give us some ideas. We've got a few things that we want to touch on today. The first idea that we've come up with is guests. I don't know if you want to talk about that first, or you want me to do it?
Yeah. We've got a few people lined up already who said they're going to come on, talk about their kind of stuff, what they do on a day-to-day business. Anyone who wants to come on, chat a load of shit with us, talk about anything, what they're doing, what their goals are, ambitions, things like that, just drop us an email. The email is going to be in the description. So hit us up.
Lovely. And if you are, even if you're just like a small YouTuber, small streamer, whatever, just like we said, email us below. Tell us your ideas, what you actually want to talk about, and then we might get back to you, because we do want to get a few guests on. We've got a few people that we've spoken to already, which might be coming on very soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if they get back to us. But yeah.
Do you know what I watched back our recording from yesterday?
Yeah.
And I was just listening to myself, and the amount of times I said, "That's it." I'll be rich if I got a £1 every time.
We should, when we get good, we need to put like a little counter on the top. If we repeat a word, we just gotta put it up there.
anything you would say, I would just go, "That's it."
That's it. That's it. That's it. It's true. That is it.
Should be the "That's It" podcast.
Yeah, this is now called the "That's It" podcast. But yeah, we have got a few ideas for guests. I feel like it's going to be quite interesting as well, because obviously we'll be able to, because what we want to do on this podcast is obviously we want to grow, but we also want other people to grow with us. So we want to give other people opportunity to talk and post what they're doing and what they're doing, and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, we don't want to be selfish. We want to help other people too. Obviously, you guys help us. We want to help
it's definitely going to be a good platform to just distribute loads of people's content.
Yeah.
And I think as long as it adds value to other people, then come on, be our guest.
Yeah, be our guest. Come on, show some love. Don't be shy. One requirement is you got to have a camera. You can't be just black screen and just talking to us. You got to be able to show your face. Tell us what you're saying.
All you ugly people, unlucky, basically. No, I'm joking.
I was like, yikes, cuz.
We don't discriminate.
We do not. Anyone is welcome. Obviously, wear a mask because we don't want you to, start coughing on us or anything.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
2 meters as well, as you can see, we're 2 meters now. Fuck's sake. What we want to? We've got. Didn't we have a couple of people that did ask us some questions? Didn't they ask you?
Yeah. So, for the time being, when obviously we've got to know topics to talk about, so sports and things like that, boxing, horse racing, football, we've got none of that to talk about because it's obviously not happening. So I reached out to a few people just to get a few questions so we could answer it on here. And I'll direct the first one at you. And it was, what made you start this, or what made us start this podcast?
That's a good question. So I think the main reason is I kind of like being on YouTube and Twitch, because obviously I've been a streamer for quite a long time. Not a big streamer, but I've actually kind of really enjoyed doing it. I've always wanted to put myself out there, and I think podcast is quite a good way to do it, because when you can talk about yourself, topics, you can talk about literally anything on a podcast. So I think that's I find podcasts quite interesting. I know that you've watched a few, and I've only watched like a couple, so I'm very new to like podcasts. I don't really know a lot about them, but I find it quite interesting. It's nice just to sit here, talk about life, talk about all sorts, and I just find it quite interesting. So, what about yourself? I'm gonna Una reverse card. What about you?
So for me, the reason I started it was I had no idea of what I wanted to do in life. Basically, I had no set agenda of where I'm going, what I want to do, and the idea came to me while I was at uni. Actually, obviously no longer there, but I think it was just before I quit uni. I was like getting on a call with all my mates. So it was going to be me, you, and Imran to start with.
It was.
And I thought that would be quite cool. We could put ourselves out there, maybe gain a few followers, and just build our brand up online. So it had the idea in December, and up until then, I had never thought of it at all. And from then till now, I've had no time. Well, I say I've had no time to do it. Like we probably could have done it if we really pushed ourselves, but there was no real passion or urge to do it. So then, when this quarantine hit and we suddenly have loads and loads of free time, I thought, what better time to start? Like everyone needs content to watch. Everyone's going to be online. So I thought, let's just start it now. Why not? We've got perfect time, build our personal brand online, and then go from there, really.
I think, actually, I want to quickly just add, I think another reason I sort of want to get in this, because it's quite a confidence booster, like, because it's getting you prepared for the internet. Like the internet is a huge thing, and it's a very like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It can critique you like very like either well or very good, like, and I think that's quite, I do take that quite personally, because I do like criticism. I do like, even if it's positive or negative, like I do really like it, because obviously then you can build yourself as a person, like, 'cause that's what you're doing at the end of the day. You're building yourself up to be this person, and hopefully it will do you well, like actually, like you actually become like the person that you want to be. And for me, I think podcast for me, I would like it to like boost my confidence a lot more. I'd say I'm quite confident now anyway, especially coming from school. Like I definitely feel like I'm a lot more confident now. But yeah, I think I don't know about you. That's sort of like another reason that I wanted to start this sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't really have. I had a little bit of self-confidence before, but I would never have thought I would have ever put myself online like this, like we are doing now.
Yeah.
Like I was always just scared of people's reactions. Like I was valuing their opinion so much, when in reality it means fuck all. Let's be real.
Literally nothing.
Like the only opinion that you should really value is the one of yourself and one of your loved ones, and that's it.
True. But that's the harsh thing about the internet. Like even if you post something on Instagram or Snapchat, you can just get just horrible stuff like from people, but then you take it so personally just because they've said something. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't worry about that at all. Like,
well, that's it. When I think it was sometime last year, like right at the start of last year, going back to 2018 as well. I would post a lot of my stories of me at the races and me watching races and things like that. And a lot of the people who followed me didn't really like that. So I'd get a few comments from certain people, and some of my friends would like delete me off that app because they didn't like that specific content that I was putting out. Which, like, it's fair enough. If you don't like the content, you don't have to watch it. So you can do you. But like, I took that a lot more personally than I probably should have. Because if I don't want to watch someone do something, I'm not going to follow them, and I'm not going to watch all of their 1,000-long stories of it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to follow them. So like, I think we all need to just value our own opinion of ourselves over everyone else's, and just crack on with what we want to do.
Yeah, no, I respect that fully. I don't think you should. I mean, like I said about criticism, you can either take it as criticism or you can get very hurt by it, which you shouldn't do. Like, you should just value yourself as a person. Like, people's opinions, cool. They're gonna say like, you're not gonna. For example, on here, we're not gonna get like everyone liking the podcast. We're not gonna have like constant people saying that, oh, this is great, blah blah. Cool. That's fine. Like, everyone has their own opinion, and it's whether as a person you take it properly as criticism or you take it personally and it like hurts you, which obviously we've all been a victim of, 100%. There's not been one person on this planet that has said, "Oh, I've had criticism before, and I've just shrugged it off. It didn't hurt at all." Even like celebrities, like bless them, they do get a lot of shit on the internet, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, that's what people are going to do. There's some horrible people out there that want to just be nasty for no reason and hurt you. But like I said, you just got to shrug some of that stuff off, and you just got to just crack on. If you've got a goal that you want to achieve, and in order to get through that goal, you've got to punch through these doors, like these barriers of harsh comments and horrible people saying stuff, then that's absolutely fine. Just jump straight over them and get to your goal. So
exactly. Well, there's always going to be haters, isn't there?
Of course.
No matter who it is or whatever it is, there's always going to be people slagging you off or thinking you're really bad at what you're doing, and it's like, okay, thank you for that opinion.
Appreciate that.
But
have a good day.
Exactly. Leave it there. There's no need to get upset or angry about it. Like, nothing you do is going to affect their opinion.
No.
Unless you absolutely maybe blow up and suddenly they just want to jump on the bandwagon and they suddenly like you then. But that was actually one of the next questions that we got sent in. So we've kind of touched upon it, but I'll just say it anyway. So it was, do you care about getting negative feedback?
Personally, no, not anymore, because obviously I hate to always talk about the streaming, but the streaming has built my confidence up a lot, just because at the end of the day, you're putting yourself out on the internet, and that's a huge thing, because I came from just talking. I used to just stream, no webcam, nothing, just talk, play games with my friends and chill out. And then I got a webcam, and then I got a lot more confident in myself. And obviously, it's a lot more interesting to watch. So a lot more people came in to watch. I was under a lot of pressure because all these people watching me. But personally, I don't think, like, going back onto that, I from me doing that, I don't think it doesn't really affect me. Like, obviously, I said about, like, sometimes it's going to hurt. Some people are going to say some horrible things. It is going to hurt. But as overcoming it, I'm quite good at it, because I just be like, cool, you said your thing. That's absolutely fine. Have a great day. I wish you all the best. But
did you ever get any kind of comments like that?
I used to have people come in and be like, "Oh, you're shit at this game," or "You're ugly," "You're clapped," like all this bullshit. I was like, "Oh, cool, mate. That's absolutely fine." Like, who's chilling here and who's chilling there? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but then, do you know what though? Obviously, you'll answer it in a second as well. But I just want to touch on something. I think that, of course, there's a lot of haters on the internet, but there's a lot of, like, absolutely amazing people on the internet. Like, you see hundreds of thousands of absolutely amazing people talking, like, boosting you up. Like, for example, on my stream, I've got quite a few people that support me and that have supported me for a long, long time. And even like friends, for example, like obviously yourself and all the other boys. There's not just haters on the internet. Like, there's a lot of positive people that are actually like up for helping you and like being like on your side. Like, and I think, like, if you just think about there's only haters on the internet and there's only bad stuff on the internet, you're not going to do well. You are going to be one of those people that are going to take it really personally. So that's what reminds me. I just always, like, if I see like a bad comment, I'm like, cool. But then I'm like, oh, well, that person just said a lovely thing about me and a lovely thing what I'm doing. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then the haters are down here now, and then you're up here with the people that are supporting you. So that's how, absolutely, like, my mind frame, like.
And I think you've kind of got to surround yourself with those kind of people, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like, if you're surrounding yourself with people who constantly take the mick out of you for doing it, or constantly put you down for doing it, then it's just going to affect you even more. So you're probably not going to do it.
Yeah.
If you get offended by it. But if you surround yourself with people who are pushing you and say, "Nah, come on, we're going to do this," kind of thing, I think that's the way forward, I think.
Yeah. But like with that, I think don't just have yes men around you. Like, have like people that are supporting you, but they're supporting you in a good way. Like, they're saying like, yeah, cool, you did that. That was very good. But next time, please, can you do this? For example, like on the last episode, the first one we did, I got some like criticism, even from friends and like other people. Like, I was like, they're like, okay, cool, you did this. This was really enjoyable. Thank you. But can you do this? And I think that's like you said, I think you've got to surround yourself with people like that can give you criticism nicely. Or sometimes not even nicely. Sometimes you just do need to kick up the arse and like, do this.
Yeah, just say it straight, and then you can get the best out of your content. And then
exactly.
Obviously, the listener will also get the best out of the content from us as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to Uno reverse card onto you. You take stuff online or comments personally, or do you?
I'm trying my best not to, and we're at the point where we haven't got anything yet. So like, some people may laugh about us doing this. Some people may think we've got balls. I don't know. It's all people's opinions, isn't it? Like, whatever. But basically, it's exactly what you said. Like, if you can give us constructive criticism and ways around doing things, I'm all for it. Like, bring it on. Whereas if you come at us saying you're shit, blah blah blah, like, I'm just going to ignore it, because it doesn't benefit me in any way in my life.
Nope.
And if I do sit on it and then go, oh shit, this is affecting me today, then it's just going to affect the content going forward, and I'm never going to want to do anything again. So I think I used to, especially say a year, 2 years ago. I think a lot of youngsters growing up, they kind of just value other people's opinions a lot more than they should. Like, it's always, oh, how many friends have you got? Oh, I know this person, you know this person, blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I just think you've got to put it past you, and that's what I'm doing.
I agree. I think you just got to live your life. Like, cool, other people have this and other people have that, but you're here. So just if you don't have that like certain thing, push to go get it, or you don't want that sort of thing, then don't have that. It's your life. It's your life to live. It's not someone else's life to live for you. You've got to live your own way. And of course,
I think
and other people are gonna have more, less, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Just live your life and make sure you're happy doing it.
Absolutely. And one of the main things is that if you spend a lot of time with, say, older people, say people in their 80s or 90s, a lot of them aren't going to then, basically the biggest regret is that they didn't go for what they wanted to do. So if you spend a lot of time with them, you'll figure out that they wish they'd done this in their life. They wish that rather than staying in a 9-to-5 job for their entire life where they're unhappy, they wish they pushed themselves to do something else to then benefit their life in a more positive way. So I think a lot of it is just do what's right for you. So going back to me, for example, when I was at university, I think I was only there for like 2 months. But do you know what? I went there, I tried it, and I figured out really, really early on that it just wasn't for me. Like, and I'm okay with that. And I was very hesitant to tell people that I was dropping out of uni, for example, because I was kind of like, oh, everyone's going to think I'm an idiot. Everyone's going to think I'm stupid, all of this. But then it comes back to that. How do you take the negative feedback from others? And if you've got that mentality of, nah, I'm in this life for me and that's it, you've got to do what's right for you. And at that time, what's right for me wasn't to be there. So I packed up all my stuff from Eastbourne and literally came back and was like, that's it, I'm going to drop out.
And would you say, you don't regret your decision, do you? You're very happy?
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Well, since I left, I then got promoted at my work.
Lovely.
So I'm earning more money at work. And I've also had the courage to then do something like this as well with you.
True.
So I think my presence is better going to be online than learning in a lecture room. And obviously there's nothing wrong with uni. It just wasn't right for me.
I think to be fair, I think that's quite a sick example that you've set there, because you tried something. You as a person could see that, all right, I'm not enjoying this. This is not making me happy at all. I need to go back to what I want to do. And I think I've got to say, from a friend's point of view, like, fair enough, like, because that's a huge thing to do, like, to say, like, oh, like, this is just not for me. I can't do this. And the fact that you stood up and be like, yep, cool, I've tried this. It's like nice for you guys. Like, you can sort this out. Like, you can do this yourself. But for me, I'm going to take another road. And fair play to you, mate. Like, fair enough. You've done quite well there. So hats off to you, mate. I would take my hat off, but the trim is there.
Mate, but look at my trim though. I've got like nothing. I had to literally get rid of it all because it was growing so long.
I'll tell you what, just quickly, obviously we were talking about a deep thing. If Big Boris tomorrow does not say, right, barbers or anything that you're allowed to like do that with, very unlikely. I've understood that. Then the Barnet probably will go off, and
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I don't want to because it's going to look horrible. But
It won't look too bad. It grows back. We've got plenty of time.
then that comes straight back to: do I care about other people's opinions? For that,
Obviously
yes.
not with.
Joking.
Obviously not, because you got a neck tattoo.
I do. Well, hey,
Exactly.
exactly.
So there you go.
Tattoos actually. But yeah,
are you going to get any more tattoos?
I am. I'm actually right. Hold on. Okay. If we're gonna go down this, right, we're gonna.
Yeah, we are going down it. We are.
Also, it's an arm tattoo, which says "Have hope, faith, trust, and believe." It's a nice little, cheesy little family saying, which my family do, and well, me and my family stick by. I'm actually gonna. So obviously, where the script is there, I'm gonna get, a traditional tattoo like everyone has, roses. It's going to be like a nice little rose bush. It's going to come all the way from, it's going to be a half sleeve all the way up to my knuckles, which is going to hurt, I promise you that. And it's going to be on the other side as well, and it's going to blend in with the script. So when COVID gets out of here, I'll do that. But yeah, and I'll probably get a few more, but for now, I'll just...
Was the neck one your first one?
My neck one was the first ever tattoo I got, which says family first, if you obviously can't read that. And yeah, I got a lot of stick for it. Of course I did, but do I care? I wanted to do it. I wanted to show people that. I mean, you can show it in other ways, of course, but I've not always wanted to get tattooed, but for a little while, I wanted to get a tattoo. And I think it was right. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to just get a traditional tattoo like on my arm straight away or none of this. I'm just going to go completely out of the blue. No one would expect it. No one did expect me doing it. And
fair play, mate.
I don't regret it at all. Like I'm very happy. And I wanted to get the rest of it done, but as painful as it was, I don't think I'm going to do that. But that's actually, I've got a question for you. Would you ever get a tattoo? Could you ever see yourself getting one, or?
It's a very good question. Probably not a big one. If I were to ever get one, it would probably be maybe like a very small one. I can't see myself ever getting like an arm sleeve or a chest tattoo or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't appeal to me personally.
That's fair enough. Everyone's got.
But like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could easily get like a letter. I don't know, for represent someone. I don't know, anything. But at the moment, it's not something that's at the top of my list personally.
Well, I mean, that's fair enough. I have got one bit of advice. Obviously, I'm not saying that I'm the tattoo expert because I've got 2 tattoos on my body, but make sure if you are thinking about getting a tattoo, please think about it, because they're there for life unless you have the money to laser it off, which you shouldn't even consider, even if you are getting it. Make sure you think about it. It's exactly what you want. Make sure you talk to your tattoo artist that this is it. This is what I want, and I want this on my body like this. Because I did actually. I'm going to shout Abdi, because Abdi, me and him did have a long conversation about this. We were going on a walk, of course. We were doing a big old long walk. Dan knows about the long walks, I'm pretty sure.
15-minute walks.
15-minute walks. So yeah, so I was speaking to him about it. He was very supportive. Everyone was very supportive, including yourself, when I got it. So I do actually want to say thank you for that. But I did have a lot of thinking before doing this. I didn't just jump straight into it because I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm young, I can do what I want, blah, blah, blah. I did not have that mindset at all. I was like, all right, I want this. I want it to be here. I want it to look nice. And I want it to match with other tattoos when I eventually get one. So, have
you seen Joe Weller's lasering tattoo?
Yeah.
He's had his massive sleeve lasered off, but yeah, there's still traces of it everywhere. So,
and that's permanent. You can't get over that now. Like, now that he's done that,
yeah,
you can add to it, but you will never have a clear arm again because of it.
He's literally been doing it for, like, lasering it off for like last year,
and it's so painful. I'm pretty sure lasering is like worse than actually getting a tattoo. I'm pretty sure of it.
Jesus.
So you went through that pain to get the tattoo, and now you go through more pain to get rid of it. So please, I cannot stress enough. Think about what you're gonna get, and you don't have to get tattoos. Like you can be completely clear. Like, there's no reason for you to get a tattoo unless you actually want to. Don't just get one for the sake of it, just because. Do you know what annoys me the most, right? I know we're rambling on about this, but if I see all of our boys and they go on holiday, right, and they get a stupid tattoo, right, I am going to flip out on them, because don't do it. Do not get a stupid tattoo when you're on holiday. Like, That's it. It winds me up. Honestly, it winds me up. I'm
Right. Okay. Out of everyone, who do you think would do it? I'm gonna write a name down, and I want you to tell me who the one person you think would get a stupid tattoo would be.
I'm gonna say Max because he's a bit of a clown. Yeah, he's a bit of a clown, bless him. But I think it would be Max.
Oh, brilliant! Exactly what I wrote.
I've had like a, would you ever get a tattoo? Like, oh, definitely not. But I reckon if he had way too many drinks, I think he would definitely get one.
you just know he'll get too drunk and then he'll just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do that.
Let's get a tattoo. He's only shit on Max, bless him. Shout out Max, man. He's the boy.
Shout out Max,
the old man. But just quickly, actually, I do want to go back on the old criticism.
Go for it.
Obviously, we're not perfect as humans, like everyone. I'm not just saying like us two here. There is going to be some days where you do take criticism very like too deep, and unfortunately, you can't control it. Sometimes it just does build up to you, like you will just put your head in the sand. You'll be like, oh, it's fine, and then all of a sudden you just will explode and with emotions and stuff. So of course, there's going to be some days where we're like, oh, right, that did hurt, and you'll see it probably in the videos. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be able to just talk to each other like and just flush it away and get rid of it completely. But there is definitely going to be some days where you do tackle it and you will be like, oh, that really hurt. I'm not sure what to do about it. But we're going to fight through it. We're going to get through it, just like we're going to get through COVID-19. You're going to live your life and you're going to live the best life that you can.
I've got one more question.
Oh,
if you want to go for it. We've only got one more. The question is, what do you want to achieve from this podcast?
Ooh, that's a naughty question, that one. I want to make this podcast big. I want it to, me and you to actually go somewhere with it. I want to be different from every other podcast, which is very hard to do because a podcast is the same, where it's just different people talking. My main goal is to get out there. I think get my name out there. Actually, go somewhere with it.
Did you want to use this as like an aid to your streaming?
I did, yeah. I kind of want to do both. Like, I kind of want to build it with the stream and then build the podcast while streaming. Like, I want to do both of them at the same time. But financially, I don't think I'm doing it for the money. Like, obviously it's going to be nice because it's going to be a little hobby. That's what I'm thinking about. That's the same with streaming. Like, I don't get money. I've got money from streaming before, but I didn't do it for the money. I'd done it for just I wanted to do it. Like, I want to get my name out there. I want to, like I said, confidence. I want to build it. I want to be a better person. But financially, I'm not completely not doing it. Obviously, that's a bonus. That's lovely. Like, if we can get paid for doing something that I want to do, I'm going to do it. So for me, I think it's just getting my name out there and having fun while doing it. So what about yourself?
Good. Basically for the same reasons, really. Like, I've just started up a new Twitter account, a new Instagram account for my racing. Ooh. So that's the industry I want to get into. So I'd really want to use this kind of podcast as like a little, kind of like a stepping stone to build my confidence up. Because in the racing industry, I'd love to go into the online social media presence. I'd love to be part of the presenting team, for example. So I think this is a good starting place for me to just really get myself out there like you, put a name to myself a little bit more, and really start to grow as a person and an online brand in a way. I think that's all we can really ask for.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, like we said, like last episode, the internet's huge. You've got so many opportunities that you can do on the internet, and which is nice. And of course, financially, it is very good. So, like, if what I think about is if you're going to go to a job, say for like a state agency or accounting, if you're passionate about that job and it pays well, why not do it? Like, why not do it? Like, do you know what I mean? And of course, we're going to get people saying like, "Oh, you're doing this for money, clout," which I hate the word. Like I said, it's the most disgusting word.
Who cares?
But tough. Like, if I'm going to do something and if I'm going to get paid for it, sweet. Like, I'll take that all day long. So that is the route that we're going to go for. And yeah, I hope this podcast does well. I think it will if we stick to it. Consistency is key. Yeah, I definitely think we could get somewhere with it. I hope we do. I'll be praying every night before I go to sleep. Please. But yeah,
I'm telling you, we're coming for Joe Rogan's podcast.
we are, mate. We are. Yeah. What was that you said about Joe Rogan's podcast? Actually, it was quite.
Well, no, it was just basically about his first ever podcast that he done. The quality and the audio, etc., was basically a little bit worse than our first ever one we'd done, to be fair. So, like, I think it was 2 hours long, and it was like 7 or 8 years ago, or something like that. I can't remember. But it just shows that anyone can start from anywhere and just build your way up. Like, the quality of that video was, the audio is out of sync with the video, and there was a lot wrong. But now you look at his and you see how far he's grown from that day. You're thinking, wow, like, it really can be done. Let's be honest here. And I think anyone who's thinking about doing it just needs to just go for it and not worry about it.
You've got time. If you've got things to talk about and you're quite a lively person, like, do it. Like, just do it. There's no reason to not do it, because that's the thing. If you keep holding yourself back on something, you're never going to do it, and you'll never know where you could have gone with it. So, and as Dan said, you can see living proof of people doing it. Like, even like footballers or athletes, you can see where they came from to where they are now. And did they ever think that they were going to get to that point? No. But did they? Yes, because they stuck with it.
And even YouTubers, for example, like KSI, you've got all of his old videos that are out there.
Yeah.
Him being an idiot playing a game and stuff with his brother. Like, there's so many beginners out there who evolve into something. And obviously a lot of people don't get there, but how would you know you're not going to get there unless you try? You're just not going to know.
You won't know. You'll just stay behind that closed door, and you will not open it ever. You will never open it because you're not pushing yourself to do it.
And look at KSI now. I mean, he's got his album coming out on the 22nd.
Yeah, shout out.
Like,
that's a little plug. You're welcome, KSI.
Yeah.
We'll be invoicing you for that one.
Have you heard any of his songs on that?
No, I need to have a little preview. I'm hoping the one with Offset is good, because I'm a massive.
I cannot wait.
KSI ruined it. I'm coming for you, KSI. When we blow up, I'm coming. You better not ruin it.
But his song Houdini that came out with Tion Wayne, I absolutely loved that one, and I was like, that literally could be just a regular person singing that in the charts.
Yep.
And you've just got to think, like, you can go from absolutely nothing to all the way to making an album
with like huge celebrities, and he's a professional boxer. Like, obviously, look, we're not licking his ass, but this is him. Like, this.
Yeah, I'm licking his ass. Mate.
I'll lick his ass, but like, but that's not the point. Like, we're saying, like, you can start from being a nerd on FIFA, and you can become a world famous YouTuber or athlete or whatever you want to be. You just got to go for it, man. You just got to go for it, and that's what we're doing right now. We're not expected to be Joe Rogan. We're just the For Now podcast, and that's us. Like, that is who we are, and we're gonna.
That's For Now.
And if we don't get someone with it, cool. We tried. I'm enjoying it, even like just starting it. So if you don't go get it, you ain't gonna get it, and that's a fact.
Exactly. Perfect, mate.
Well, this one, and that's another thing actually. Just quickly, all the episodes are going to be different like lengths. Obviously, sometimes they're going to be more than an hour, less than an hour. So bear with, right? Because we probably won't go further than probably like an hour and a half. Because obviously, watching something for an hour and a half is quite tedious. So we don't want to do that. But for now, it's just going to be a bit varied. We're not sure when and how many episodes we're going to do a week. We'll get around to that eventually. Eventually, we will have a set schedule that we will just slap episodes on, just exact date, time, blah blah. But for now, just bear with us. It's we're new. We're very new, so just let us do it for now. Like, at the moment, we're just going to plow through content and try and upload as much as we can, and then eventually we'll get into a routine and we'll get a schedule down, and we'll be there. We'll be nice and organised.
Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. I've got some questions being sent in for me now, but we can just do them at another time because we've got quite a few ones. They're different topics, so we'll wait for them another time.
That's a little teaser. That's a little teaser. I like, ooh, reeling it in. Yeah. Once again, of course, we do appreciate the support. It does mean a lot to us, especially for the first one. That was crazy. Like you can even understand, I was very gassed. I was very like, so
you were loving it literally the whole time. I just kept messages from
every
like,
time the views
oh,
going up,
60 like, views, 70 views,
yeah.
100 views, 100 views.
We hit 100. We hit it. Actually, I want to do a live reaction. Let's have a little look.
Oh, okay. We're seeing it.
Oh, last time it was 138. So let's have a
probably
look.
Gone up like 1 or 2 maybe.
Nah, we're still there, but very humble and very grateful for it. So thank you very much for doing that.
And obviously, if you haven't checked it out,
yeah,
go and do it.
What are you doing
on this channel?
Hey, have a little watch. Make sure you subscribe button. Put a little comment down below your ideas, and of course, anyone that wants to reach out to us, the email will be below in the description. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. I think we could probably wrap this up there.
Done and dusted, mate.
Wanted to do. We've put a little teaser in there, so when you can back, you'll know what the questions are. But yeah, we do appreciate that you are watching, or watched all of it. We're very grateful, and we will most likely see you very soon. See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.